and Jonathan Clyde Davis, who's 24, also of Gainesville, Florida, for their roles in their suspected roles in the July 5th shootings, drive-by shootings. Washington was arrested on a warrant that was obtained on July 7th, just a few days into the investigation. He's been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and shooting into an occupied vehicle. Davis was arrested and is the suspected shooter in the 300 Northeast 11th Street shooting. And he has also been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, because he is a 4-time convicted felon, and shooting into an occupied vehicle. Investigators are still looking for a 3rd person of interest, but by no means should that be construed to mean that that person is a suspect at this point. We are also seeking some additional witnesses from the 3rd shooting and anyone that just might have any information that could help us with the case. People with information can call our Detective Bureau at area code 352-393-7670, Crime Stoppers at area code 352-372-STOP, or by texting keyword GPDFL plus a tip to 274-637. The suspect vehicle has been located, and investigators were mainly able to locate that vehicle based off of the public's help in this case. We put out a call for help, and Gainesville responded and told us where this vehicle was. And that's all I have prepared. I'll be glad to take some questions from you.
Can you run us through the timeline, just starting from like the first shooting all the way to the 3rd? And if there's a black spot, just tell us, you haven't figured that out yet, or investigators are still working.
Okay. Well, first off, we do believe that all 3 shootings are connected. While we don't have 100% of physical evidence to tie everything together, we firmly believe that the 3 shootings are related. Around 2 o'clock on the 5th, I don't have the exact time in front of me, but around 2 o'clock in the morning, we had that first shooting on Northwest 4th Place. Shortly after 3 a.m., we had the shooting at 300 block of Northeast 11th Street. This was the one where the people in the vehicle that did the shooting and the victims, they actually followed the wrong car. The suspects got into an argument with people in a white vehicle, and that argument escalated to the point where a gun was eventually pulled later on. And the suspects in that case thought that they were following the people that they had the argument with. Not only were they wrong, they almost killed a woman who had absolutely nothing to do with the situation. Thereafter, we received word of another shooting down in the the southwest side of town near Porter's. And we have some information that the individuals involved in all 3 shootings were involved in that one as well.
Were the suspects originally on the gas station, the 4 guys that were on the Buick Verano? What was that argument about?
We don't know exactly what the argument was about at this point, but we do know that they got into a pretty severe argument with people in the other vehicle.
Did they know each other prior to that argument?
We have reason to believe that they did know each other prior to the argument.
So the connection to the 3rd one, I know you said you're missing evidence, but was it sound like they're targeting someone in each drive-by, or were they targeting the same person throughout all 3?
We're not sure exactly who they were targeting at each spot, but we definitely believe that they were targeting specific individuals at all the different shootings.
The 3rd suspect that you guys are looking for, was he in the car along with the other 2 suspects?
I want to be clear that the 3rd person that we're looking for is classified as a person of interest, which to us is very different from a suspect at this point. We don't have any criminal intelligence on this person at this point, and I can't go into any further detail on that person's involvement.
At this time, do we have the medical condition of the victim shot?
I don't have any updates on the medical conditions to the victims.
And the car was found at Sunset Apartments, and I was reading through some of the narrative. The owner let the car was borrowed by somebody. Can you explain that?
Yeah, and let me refresh my memory on that. I apologize, I had been running crazy today. Okay, Mr. Davis, the vehicle was registered to Mr. Davis's wife, and that's where we located the vehicle, so that's the connection there.
And she didn't know he was doing that all night?
I'm not sure if she knew exactly what her husband was doing that evening. In closing, I really do want to thank the members of the public for being our extra eyes and ears in this case. There's only so many Gainesville police officers, and we cannot be at every single place at every single time. So in those instances where we come to the public and ask for help and locating witnesses and especially locating vehicles that were involved in very, very serious crimes. I cannot thank the public enough for coming forward and giving us that information.
Thanks, Ben.
And could you, maybe let us know what the situation is with their health, the victims?
Yeah, I'll reach out, but sometimes that's very difficult to do.